I've seen tons of people make serious money with Amazon affiliate marketing. And with Prime Day 2025 coming up, I thought, why not put my skills to the test? So over the last 3 weeks, I started from scratch, building a full affiliate system and documenting the entire journey. What worked, what didn't, and whether I could actually turn clicks into real commissions. And in this video, I'm gonna break it all down so you know exactly how it went, what my strategy was, how much I made, and the key takeaways that I gained from this experiment. Now, with all that being said, here's exactly how the challenge went down. Step 1 is understanding my strategy. This very first step in this challenge was to decide where to focus my efforts. Even though I'm based in Australia, I chose to target the US market, simply because there are more buyers, better deals, and better affiliate potential. Next, I picked my main platforms to distribute my content: TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Short form videos just made sense. It's quick to make, easy to watch, and perfect for showing off trending deals. Finally, I built a clean and simple funnel to guide viewers from my short form videos to my landing page, to my blogs, and then ultimately to my affiliate links. But it wasn't just a case of throwing links in their face. I wanted to earn some trust first and then make it easy for people to check out the deals on Amazon. So that was step 1, laying down the foundations. Step 2 is product research. But to make any commissions, I had to promote products that people were actively searching for and ready to buy. So I began my product research, studying what performed well in recent Prime days. I looked at YouTube videos from last year to spot trends. Things like tech gadgets, smart home, and fashion essentials seemed to be very hot picks. I also used Camel to track real price drops and avoid providing fake discounts for products that were never really on sale. Step 3 was building my base. Once I had my research locked in, it was time to actually build on those foundations that everything would be running through. This includes my website and my email funnel. First, I created a dedicated Amazon Prime Day page on our website, danandnath.com, with a clean layout and bold call to actions, encouraging visitors to sign up to my exclusive newsletter for early Prime Day deals. I even embedded my own specific affiliate link to sign up for Amazon Prime for free for 30 days. This would earn me a $3 bounty for every sign up. For email automation, I used MailerLite. If you've seen this tutorial I made on it here, you'll understand exactly why. It's fast, beginner-friendly, and perfect for building a simple email funnel without getting overwhelmed with all the email marketing stuff. So I set up a basic automation, a welcome email to confirm that they were in, a 3-tip email to build some trust before Prime Day, and follow-ups with deal predictions and top product roundups. Now, since Amazon affiliate links aren't allowed in emails, I linked everything back to my blog posts that were on my website, which is where all my affiliate tracking actually happened. I also repurposed content into blog articles like top 50 live deals, college student discounts, and camping essentials for summer. Now that we have the funnel in place, the next step was to create content that would actually grab attention and get clicks. Step 4 was the execution phase. With about 2.5 weeks until Prime Day started, it was time to start pumping the content out. Daily content, ads, and funnel testing, which was all a part of just making sure my emails, my newsletters, and my affiliate links were all up and running. Initially, I edited my first 3 short form videos, but I quickly realized that editing myself was just slowing me down. And after just 1 day, it was clear that my time would be better spent somewhere else. So I outsourced my short form edits for about $15 USD per video, which let me stay focused on research, strategy, and ultimately scripting the videos itself, while still getting content out consistently. I started showcasing real products in my videos, things I already had at home like gaming chairs, Beats, Apple AirPods, and even monitors. I was aiming to build a sense of authenticity in a more creative way by showing the viewers what they could actually get on Prime Day. My posting schedule ramped up to about 3 to 4 videos when Prime Day finally kicked off, across platforms like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels, all designed to ultimately create attention loops that push the viewers towards my landing page and my blog articles. And I used a little known strategy to target people that I knew were actively searching for Prime Day deals. But I'll break that down later in this video. Now, by this point, everything was built. The website was set up, my email funnel was running smoothly, and I had short form content being produced daily. So from here, it became a matter of executing the plan in real time. So here's how it unfolded day by day. By June 22, the foundations were set. All right, guys, so by June 22nd, pretty much most of the pieces of the puzzles had already been done. So I had my website and my landing page set up. Just on my main website, which is danandnath.com, I just made a specific page for Amazon Prime Day. I tried to keep it with the theme of Amazon Prime as well, so I went with a blue sort of white looking color. And then as soon as someone came onto the website, immediately what they would have seen is pretty much two call to actions. One was for them to go and sign up to become an Amazon Prime member if they hadn't already became one, which I would have got a $3 commission for every sign up to Amazon Prime. And then I also had a form that could be filled out for the audience to go and get exclusive access to my newsletter. So this was a way to just sort of make it feel like it was exclusive or it was only going to come from me. I also had a pop-up installed on my website so that when someone clicked onto the website, they would have seen this pop-up come up and it was just like, you guys can get your exclusive newsletter. Just sign up today and you'll get all the best deals for Prime Day. So my form was actually set up with MailerLite. So when they did subscribe to my newsletter, they would have received just a sort of standard welcome email to begin with. And then every few days I had a new email coming for them. One of the emails was just about tips to try and get the best deals on Prime Day. So that one was more to try and build some trust. And then I also had another one based on previous year's deals and what I thought would have went well this year. So pretty much because it was still quite early on and there was still about 2.5 weeks until Prime Day kicked off, I just wanted to start sort of building momentum and sort of teasing towards the types of deals that could be coming live for Prime Day 2025. And then I also started getting an idea of the sort of blog posts that I wanted to create as well. So figuring out how I would post the blogs, what sort of blogs I would be creating. Do I want to create listicle style content, review style content? So it was pretty much just at the testing phase, but I was still sort of getting a better understanding of sort of what my plan was going to be with Prime Day coming in a couple of weeks. June 25 marked the start of content. So June 25th, pretty much by this date, everything was up and running. I had my website going, my email funnel was set up, all my blogs were set up as well. So at this stage, I was pretty much just ready to go and start trying to pump out as much content as possible, particularly with short form content. If you guys kept up with the channel, you would have seen I was posting quite regular content. I was aiming for anywhere between say 2 to 4 videos per day. And especially in the build up to Prime Day, I wanted to try and build as much momentum as possible. So then hopefully on Prime Day, we can make as many sales as possible. So I went and scripted and recorded my first 3 videos and I hadn't really worked out a deal with my editor just yet. So I thought I'd start by editing these videos myself. And to be honest, I pretty much realized after that day that I can't keep editing videos. It wasn't about the quality, it was just about how much time it was taking. It was really consuming my mind. It was just not allowing me to go and do other things. So ultimately it was inefficient and I wasn't able to get other stuff done that I would have liked to. So you'll see in the coming days that I've actually got my editor to start editing some of my videos. As soon as these videos were edited, I straight away got them onto TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. I wanted to try and spread myself across a few different platforms. I actually started with those 3 videos on Facebook as well and Reddit, but then I sort of realized that it really wasn't getting much traction. So I thought I don't really want to be wasting my time trying to promote myself on these other platforms if there's really not much happening. June 27 showed the first real signs of momentum. So Friday, June the 27th, off the back of June 25th, where I was writing my blog posts, I finally got started with my short form content as well. And I was getting them out there on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And Friday the 27th was pretty much the day that I started seeing a bit more views and a bit more engagement with my videos. YouTube Shorts was actually the surprise one. In the past, with all my sort of main content for our channel, I wasn't really pushing many short videos over 1,000 views, but actually one of the first videos that I posted with relation to Amazon Prime Day did get over 1,000 views, and that was only within a couple of days as well. So that was pretty good. But then I also had 2 other videos that pretty much flopped. So in the early days, there was a lot of inconsistency. I was still sort of in the testing phase, seeing what worked and what didn't. Instagram was probably the lowest engagement of them all, but TikTok, this is where I saw the most engagement. But with TikTok, in comparison to Shorts and to Reels, this was sort of my go-to if I wanted to start getting a bit more engagement as quick as possible. Now, after a few days of testing and I've started to post more videos on my channel, I actually got my first subscriber to my newsletter on MailerLite. That was a nice little win. It started to feel like things were happening and the funnel was really kicking in. But again, one thing was obvious: editing any of these videos was just unsustainable. So I wrote up 8 more shorts. I worked out a good deal with my editor for about $15 USD per short. And then I went and recorded all these videos up. I sent them over to him, and then ready for June 28th for me to start posting all of these videos. June 30, locked in the full system. So Monday, June 30th. By the end of June, things were starting to feel a bit more dialed in. I pretty much had most of my stuff set up and I could finally focus on trying to build momentum into Prime Day. So I jumped into MailerLite just to check how everything was going. I had my email automation set up. So I started off with a welcome email saying, "Hi, you're in. You're gonna get the best deals, most exclusive deals. Just stay tuned for when Prime Day drops." And then I followed that email up with another email showing the audience 3 tips to get the best deals on Prime Day. So this was more of like a trust building factor and an email that I wanted to try and get across, because it's not easy to gain the trust of an audience to begin with. And realistically, if you're going to try and make any sales with affiliate marketing, at least from my perspective, I think that trust is really important and you need to be building trust. And then I finished that email automation up with hottest predictions. So I found a good Reddit article that was based on some really good deals from last year. So I took that out and I tried to make an email about that and just show them that, look, these are some of the best deals that went on sale last year. Hopefully they're going to come on sale again because they are some pretty good deals. I also repurposed my Prime Day preparation video on YouTube. So that one was specifically targeted for affiliate marketers. But what I also wanted to do was, when I was scripting it in mind, I wanted to be able to find a way that I could repurpose that long form video into small sort of bite-sized content that was usable for Prime Day promotion. So if you did see, there was a segment towards the end of the video on the deals that were live last year. So I actually went ahead and I was able to create 6 different short form videos with Opus Clip. So I'm not sure if many of you know what Opus Clip is, but you can pretty much throw any YouTube video into Opus Clip and it'll cut it down into smaller sized content for you to use on your short form videos. So being able to get 6 usable videos out of one long form video that was only really targeted for affiliate marketers was pretty good. And that's pretty much what I wanted to be focusing as well, is being able to create content that I could still repurpose and not really have to just think about everything new and try and innovate something different every time. On the blog site, I had 4 live articles at this point. I had a personalized post on college student deals. I had a top 50 live deals. I had a camping deals for summer, and then also a quick tech deals preview as well. So the idea with blog posts was pretty much having a base that I could link my emails back to. So if I'm going to go and create an email and send it to the audience and say, these are the 3 best tech deals, go check out the blog post, and then I would have that blog post linked to that specific email. So if they go and see the email, they click through the email and they can go and read my blog article. So that was pretty much the main idea with my blog posts. For short form videos, I had one that went surprisingly well. So by this date, I had about 5,500 views on one of my tech deals review videos. And that's the best that I've got on any short form video so far on our channel. So that was pretty good to see. It was sort of some early signs of encouragement, and it was sort of helping me gain some momentum going into Prime Day. By July the 5th, it was all about scaling. Saturday, July the 5th. So this was all about scaling up and pretty much getting my game plan ready for the big day that was coming in a few days. July the 8th was when Prime Day kicked off. So I had about 3 days left. I knew this was the time to sort of start getting a game plan together and pretty much getting a good understanding of how I wanted to approach Prime Day. So by this point, I was up to 12 subscribers with my newsletter. Now, I also sent out a new campaign. So the difference between an automation and a campaign, your automation was pretty much triggered by whenever someone signed up to my specific newsletter, then they would have got that automated chain of emails. But an email campaign was pretty much, once this person's now subscribed, they were allocated to my specific Amazon Prime Day group within MailerLite. So then from there, I was able to go and send personalized emails specifically to the Amazon Prime Day group inside MailerLite. So with this email, I sent something 4 days to go. So it was the 5th of July here in Australia, but it's still technically the 4th of July in US. Also, MailerLite tells you where these people are actually from. So majority of my email list was from the US. So I told the subscribers, if you're not already an Amazon Prime member, then make sure to sign up. Just click this link. And then the link was linked to my specific landing page that had that link on there, because MailerLite doesn't actually let you promote affiliate links within their emails. But with that email, I was just trying to get them to sign up to Amazon Prime if they hadn't already. And then also I just wanted to touch on the new tech review blog that I've done and pretty much try and promote that at the same time as well. And then obviously that blog had affiliate links to all those specific products. So that was pretty much just that additional step that you have to do, is to try and get them to your website to then click the link. So that could affect conversions. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll wait and see. Now, on July the 2nd, I found a YouTube video that was compiling all the best deals again. And then pretty much what I've done was I created a blog post for it and said the best deals for the 2nd of July. But then each day I would be going back, and because I don't have the API, because I was starting on a fresh account, it doesn't automatically update the prices for you. So I had to just go back through and just work through the list, figure out which ones had lost that deal, and then I'll just take them off the blog article and then update that blog article to say best deals for the 3rd of July. So, and then so forth, the 4th of July, the 5th of July. And just by sort of keeping it for each specific day, it sort of builds that sense of time's running out. These deals are only going to be live for this specific day. So that's the sort of angle that I was trying to get at. I also started running ads on my blog articles. So as I mentioned before, I wasn't really looking at it from an SEO point of view, because all the main websites were pretty much Amazon at the top of the list. So I was ready to start running some ads on my blog posts, because it was either that or short form content that was pretty much going to get me seen. On the short form side, I had one video again, that same video from the other day, that was going really well. That got up to over 7,000 views, but pretty much all the other videos just stayed the same. So I really didn't see much traction with those other videos. Now, also by this point, I thought that I'd actually try a new strategy that might have worked. So I started going onto Instagram and finding videos that were going viral about Prime Day. But then also, I don't know if you've seen before, some creators create videos and then say, if you want to get these deals, then comment this in the comment section. So I would be going through the comment section, seeing who's actually commenting these specific words. So that was a clear sign of buyer intent. So what I would do, I went and filled my Instagram stories up with all the different deals that were on before Prime Day actually started. I was on public as well, and I would just go start following all these people. So hopefully when they're like, oh, well, who's this person following me? I had my whole bio all to do with Amazon Prime Day as well. And then pretty much all my stories filled out with that. So I was just trying to follow as many people as I could. And I thought this was probably a good strategy that might have worked. So at this time, I was also finalizing my game plan. So when Prime Day actually kicked off in the US, it was 12:01 a.m. on the Pacific Standard Time, but for Sydney, Australia, it was actually 5 p.m. So it was sort of prime time in the afternoon. So it actually worked out quite well for me to be able to structure my plan. So my plan was looking something like, I would go as soon as 5:01 p.m. hits and Prime Day deals were live. Then I would start going through researching the best deals. I'll jump on Camel and just make sure that these deals that I was going to promote were actually really good. And then I'd also work out a deal with my editor that over the 4 days of Prime Day, I would have 12 short form videos edited. So I was going at the aim of trying to get 3 short form videos scripted, recorded, and then sent over to my editor, so that by the time I woke up in the next morning before I went to my normal full-time job, I was able to have those 3 videos ready to be downloaded, and then I can post throughout the day. And that's pretty much the system that I'm planning on doing going into Prime Day. July the 8th, Prime Day officially began. So Tuesday, July the 8th, Prime Day officially kicks off here in Sydney, Australia at 5:01 p.m. So this is it. This is the big day. Everything I'd been building over the last couple of weeks, my landing page, my website, my email funnels, my short form content, it all comes down to this moment. But instead of just updating you on how my first day on the promotion actually went, I broke down exactly how I approached Prime Day in real time. Now, this isn't a recap. This is the actual system that I used during Prime Day. So just watch this video.
Hey guys, it's July the 8th. Prime Day has finally kicked off. So I just thought I'd just give you a quick breakdown. It's currently 10:30 p.m. here in Australia. So it's been live for about 5.5 hours now. So as soon as Prime Day kicked off at about 5 p.m. here in Sydney, I was straight onto it I started going through all the best deals, doing my research. I was jumping on camel.com to find out if these products actually were good, to make sure that I was giving our audience some good actual value products. I went through, I'd wrote up a few quick scripts, got them recorded, sent them over to my editor. And so he's in the process of editing them. I went ahead, I found a few more really good deals. So I thought, why not just create them myself and just edit the videos myself. I'll just show you my landing page. So it's looking a bit different now. I've got a few products on there. So the featured deals of the day. So these are those deals that I was talking about, some of the best deals. So we had some TVs, smart home, kitchen, headphones, monitors, iPhones. So yeah, I've just been pretty much in the process of resetting the layout as well of my landing page so that it's pretty much optimized to get the sale. So if someone goes and clicks through straight on my link, I've got it right there, buy now, that specific product. All of my videos during Prime Day are going to be product specific. So if you did see, all the videos beforehand were hyping up all the different products, and I was talking about 5 different products in one video. But my strategy for Prime Day is just going to be targeting one specific product, giving a few quick breakdowns of it, like a few features, few benefits, and then telling them that this discount is the best discount on the market. Make sure you buy it. So I'll keep you updated and hopefully we can make some sales.
July 11th called for a sharp Aussie pivot. So Friday, July the 11th, here in Sydney, Australia. So there was still 12 to 16 hours left for Prime Day over in the US. Now, to be honest, 3 days in, it was almost over and I really didn't see any commissions. I wasn't seeing much traction. So I started going and having a look at some of the analytics for my short form videos and actually stumbled upon the fact that a lot of my audience was Australian based. So it was almost like 60% Australian and then say 30% US. And then I had some other small numbers from some other countries. But then it pretty much made me realize that I've got to stop promoting in the US now. I've tried it, it's not working. So I had to change my angle. So I started changing everything up. I started writing short form content saying Prime Day in the US is almost over, but in Australia, it's just getting started. So yeah, all my affiliate links, I did have an amazon.com.au associates account as well. So I was able to go and change all my affiliate links over. I also tried to make sure all the call to actions were pretty much Aussie based as well. Now look, it wasn't part of the original game plan, but it did make sense sort of looking back at it. I think definitely this was probably the right approach to take. Definitely not seeing enough traction with the US market. I thought it was time to actually move on and go to the AU market. All right, so here's the moment. Let's talk about the real results from my Amazon Prime Day 2025 affiliate marketing campaign. So as discussed, I started off with the US and then I eventually shifted to the AU market because I really wasn't seeing much with the US market. So just to break down the numbers, in total, I got 330 clicks. That converted into 1 Amazon Prime sign up, which was a $3 bounty. And it also converted into one $32 sale on a health and household product, which only has a 1% commission. So that resulted in a total commissions of 32 cents for that product. So overall on the US market, I got $3.32 from my Prime Day campaign. For the Australian campaign, this one was a complete fail. I got a total of just 14 clicks and 0 conversions. So I think by the time that I switched over to the Australian market, I didn't really see any traction. I didn't really bother running ads on that one. So I didn't have any ads running for the AU market. It was only for the US. Now look guys, this is the reality. No fluff, no fake screenshots, no I made $10,000 in 20 days. These are the real numbers. And the real reason why I'm happy to share this with you is because transparency is key. Because honestly, in the making money online niche, there's people out there promising that if you do this one specific thing, you're gonna start making passive income overnight. And that's just not the reality, especially with affiliate marketing. It takes time, it takes testing, and it takes mistakes and actually building a proper system. So with that being said, let's break down some of the biggest key takeaways from this challenge. Number 1 is trust beats hype. I take the deal guy as a perfect example of a trustworthy seller. He's built his channel up to 2.8 million subscribers and people know him for that specific reason. He is the deal guy. But this is being built over 11 years of consistent posting and building trust with this audience. So when promotions like this go off, all these people know straight away, let's just go to the deal guy. He's going to give us the best deals. So I think that's a very important key takeaway. I think that building trust takes time, and from the approach that I took at it was just trying to get as many videos out as possible. And I don't think I really had the credibility or the trust built enough for someone to actually go and buy off me. Number 2 is that SEO is not effective for small creators. Let's be real, and I discussed this a bit earlier. If I'm gonna try and outrank Amazon itself or these highly known review companies or news companies that are promoting Amazon Prime Day, I've got no chance. Like, I'm not gonna go and start wasting my time trying to rank high for these specific keywords unless I was really trying to narrow it down to a very specific product. But even then, it's still quite difficult, especially when I'm just starting out. And realistically, without actually running any ads on my specific blog posts, they were not getting seen. I didn't get anything. So my main source of organic traffic was coming from my short form videos, and then also trying to get people to sign up to my newsletter as well. But look, I am still a fan of blog content, but it definitely works better when you have a real good strategy and you're not coming up against all these people that are most likely going to outrank you either. Number 3 is working hard helps, but systems make it way easier. Now, in the first few days, I was doing everything myself: filming, editing, scripting, writing blog posts, sending emails, managing links, running ads, all this stuff. Like, yes, I did end up outsourcing the video editing, but all this stuff adds up. But when Prime Day kicked off, I already felt like I was burnt out. And then a few days in, I checked my Amazon dashboard, 0 commissions. Look, it wasn't super discouraging because I do understand that this stuff takes time, but it was a clear sign. You can work hard and that'll only get you so far, but if you really want to elevate to the next level, you need to be having systems in place to be able to work effectively and efficiently. But without systems, you're just grinding and not actually growing. Now, going forward, I know affiliate APIs also play a big part. Having to go back and manually change all the prices of the specific products just makes it way more difficult and time consuming. And by having that API access key, it would have saved so much time and freed me up to do other things. And lastly, number 4 is don't run ads unless you have a high margin. Before Prime Day, I thought, even though Amazon's affiliate commissions are very low, that because it's such a big marketplace and there's so many people buying off there, that the quantity would make up for the quality. But I guess after this Prime Day experience, I can definitely say that this isn't the case. At least for me anyway, for someone that doesn't have a big audience, it really wasn't worth it. I ran ads on TikTok and on blog posts as well. And even when getting clicks, they weren't even turning into conversions itself anyway. So like I said before, I got 1 sale, which was $32 product, and I got 32 cents from it. So realistically, that's just not enough if we really want to be trying to elevate to that next level. I think for the future, in terms of affiliate marketing, I really want to be looking at different products or softwares that I can promote. Like, for example, PartnerStack. If you don't know what PartnerStack is, this is a platform, an affiliate marketing platform where you can promote SaaS products. So things like Monday.com, Xero, Spocket, and the recurring commissions are like 60 to 70%. So they're definitely way higher. You're talking about high ticket affiliate commissions there. So that's probably something I'm going to be looking into for the next challenge. Now guys, overall, I didn't really make much money with this, but I got one valuable takeaway: real experience. This has given me a foundation to build on the next time I start with a challenge like this. Now, if you want to see more challenges like this, just drop a comment, like the video, or subscribe to the channel, because I can assure you you're going to get plenty more of these exciting challenges in the near future. We'll see you in the next one.